Hey, Bran here, and today we have another one of those helpful tips videos, but this time I'm going to do it in reverse. Instead of telling you things that you should be doing, I'm going to point out some common bad habits that I see that hold players back. So without further ado, here's 5 things you shouldn't be doing as killer. Number 1. Staying by hook way too long. I see a lot of killers hook a survivor and link around the hook much too long. While this may make sense if there are gens or pallets to kick, or if you're in a 3-gen situation, often these are not the circumstances people are hanging around hook for. Usually they are anticipating that a survivor is going to come for the save right away. While this does happen sometimes, really only be anticipating this if the team you're facing has already done this. Otherwise, you're just wasting precious time. Even if your goal is to proxy camp and enter a chase with the saver, gens will probably fly while you're trying to do this. Also, if they have kindred, they can just see you doing this and just rush objectives. It is instead much better to try and find your next chase as soon as possible. Don't wait around for the survivor to come to you. Keep the pressure on and follow your barbecue aura or check some gens that you haven't seen in a while. Keep the pressure on. That is the most important thing to do. You must keep the pressure on. Number 2, don't play against BMers. This may be a weird one, but we've all been in this situation before, right? You are minding your own business and a survivor goes out of their way to grab your attention by teabagging and clicking their flashlight at you. You know the deal. You know the deal. While you may see this and think, I'll take that challenge, this is often not what is the best course of action. Often this member of the team is calling your attention because they are one of the better loopers on the team and want you to chase them over a wink or link on the team. Don't let it get under your skin and keep yourself focused on defending your generators. Getting in a lengthy chase with someone who is out of your depth is just going to cause gens to fly and then you'll think you're being gen rushed. Keep cool and keep on the gens. Number 3, kicking every single pallet. On the surface level, yeah, kicking every pallet does help you. However, you have to think of this as a risk versus reward situation. If someone drops a pallet at a short tile, these are much more mind gameable. Just play the tile and get the down and save time. The pallets you should be focusing on getting out of the way are the ones that are safe so that other survivors can't use them later within the trial. These weak pallets won't give you much trouble if a survivor comes to them later, so leave them behind if you're crunched on time. Number 4, chasing the W gamer. We've all seen it. You go to play a pallet while chasing a survivor, only to find that they've zoomed out into the distance. The problem with hunting down this gamer is that while they've panicked run may not seem to have any purpose, it's often far from that. Often survivors hold their W away from their fellow survivors that are currently on objectives. Keep in mind your pressure and presence on the map, and if this survivor is actually luring you away from their teammates that are advancing the objectives. If you know for sure that they aren't giving up pressure by chasing up the W gamer, then it's not that big of a deal. But if you are, it could be a big difference between a win and a loss. Number 5, mindgaming at tiles where they can literally see you. This is one of the funniest things on this list by far. It's a textbook example of, I saw my favorite streamer do this, so I'm going to do it too, without really knowing why this thing you're doing is actually good. People go wild over moonwalking. It's a crazy good tool to outsmart the survivor, and when you're new, it's like really thrilling. But so often I see killers at a tile where the walls are only waist high trying to turn around and moonwalk. The whole point of moonwalking is to hide your red stain. There is no point to hide your red stain if the survivors can literally see you. You're probably listening to this point and thinking, well, no duh, dude, but I cannot stress to you how much I see this stupid play, and it breaks my heart every single time. Please, please stop moonwalking at tiles where the survivors have line of sight on you, because it's not helping you. Okay, so there is 5 things you should stop doing as a killer. Hopefully you found this helpful, whether it was as a refresher or as something that's new to you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. You know, there's ways to show me that you like that with, literally liking it or favoriting and subbing, all that wonderful stuff. And if I don't see you in the next video or on the Twitch side, I will see you when I see you, friends. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.